The following podcast is most likely unlistenable, unintelligible, inarticulate, and problematic, and will probably ruin your day. But if you have any pity in your big red heart, you'll listen to these four handsome boys. Please, bro, please. They need this so bad. Please, bro, just listen.
Fucking play with my elves and my orcs and my hobbits. Okay.
And my Death Knight.
He invented
My
World of
Death
Warcraft.
World of
Knight.
Warcraft reference.
He invented World
I'm
of Warcraft.
Playing my Frost Death Knight.
People
Dad,
would subscribe.
I don't want to play football.
People would subscribe to Tolkien. Like they'd send him just money, British pounds, and he would tell them stories about.
And he'd
orcs
be like,
elves.
"Thanks so much, guys. Thank you so much, Pussyfucker 288 for subscribing a tier 2 sub, guys." He gets up and he starts doing Fortnite dances and shit.
George
You're
R.
dead.
or what's his name? J.R.R. Who knows what those fucking letters even stand for? J.R.R.
Martin?
Tolkien.
George
Tolkien.
Rolfe.
He was the original Twitch streamer. He was the original Twitch thought.
Yeah, he used to spread eagle himself while recording his
The
gameplay
Hobbit,
of the Middle
Hobbit
Earth
for
MOBA.
GameCube. Yeah. Whatever you said.
Who's Twitch slut?
Every Lord of the Rings game is just funny to say because it's like, why did that? The Hobbit for GameCube, Lord of the Rings Online, Aragorn's Quest. Do you guys remember Aragorn's Quest?
No, is that
Never
a
heard of it.
It was
is that
for
a
PlayStation Move. It was for PlayStation Move. You
my
swing his little sword around. Hey, welcome back to Post Unavailable. It's the podcast for Riders of
Elves.
Rohan by Riders of Rohan. I'm of course your host, Noah Friesen, and I'm joined by my four. Well, I guess three is the right number.
You said 4
No,
last
there's-
time too.
There's
keep-
4 of us.
There's like 8 of us, honestly, because sometimes other people come in. They're all
Sometimes
handsome.
we have guests.
And first there's Basie,
That's the most handsome one.
Mhm.
then Marchand,
Not to toot my own horn. or
Yo, what
anything.
up?
and of course Matthew.
How's it hanging?
How are you guys doing? What do you guys got from me? What do you guys got to report?
I think I'm a little anxious. I think school's getting it's a little tough.
It's
and
week 2.
It's getting tough, and I think I'm
I'm done.
I just couldn't handle Larry King's passing the other day from
That was hard.
COVID-19.
That was hard for me. I had to go for a walk to clear my head.
I had to.
Are
Yeah,
you guys fans of Larry King? I didn't know this.
I like Larry
I'm a
King.
big.
I don't
fan of
have.
Larry
I don't.
King.
I don't think
I'm
I've never
don't have
really...
ever had an opinion on Larry King. Actually, you know what? I did like him in B Movie.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
He's playing the movie yet.
He played himself.
Larry King hated Jerry Seinfeld, though.
He had a
high
very
school
young.
girlfriend.
He had a very young girlfriend. Yeah.
Sorry, I just learned about that today, which kind of blew my mind.
Larry,
so I had to bring it up.
He had a
Jerry,
very beautiful
I
young
hear
14-year-old
your
girlfriend.
girlfriend is a
Okay, that's illegal.
supple young 14-year-old who's still in high school. What do you have to say about
son,
that,
I can't
Jerry?
do-
What are you talking about, Larry? She's okay. She might be in high school, but she is a hot piece of ass. He's Jerry. She's. Fuck.
She's 17, Jerry.
Why are they
What's
all
the
the
deal?
same
What's the
name?
deal with the age of consent?
We don't have one in Mexico.
If
Right?
you're in Italy, you can just go to a preschool and just pick them up.
It's free pickings. At the
And it's not
hospital.
food.
Jerry Seinfeld, please, please invite all 4 of us on Cars, getting Cars, and also coffee. The show.
I don't know if that's what you call
If you imagine
getting cars and also coffee.
Jerry Seinfeld nose in the front, and then all 3 of us are like shoved in the back, and we're all trying to be funny to Jerry Seinfeld. And
We're
he's
all
just
talking
like,
over each other.
He's not saying anything. He's just like
He's-
pissed off,
he's-
staring
he's-
forward, just
He's
like
in hysterics. He's crying, laughing. His knees are all red from slapping his.
He's
He's so hard.
slapping his
legs
feet
are
together like a
really-
baby.
his legs have shattered from stomping them so hard because he broke. We literally broke his legs.
We've been in
'cause we're
12
so-
accidents because he keeps fucking.
We flipped the car. We were like, "Hey Jerry, this will be funny," and we started like swaying back and forth in unison, and we flipped the fucking car while we were on the highway.
We'd make Jerry go to Taco Bell.
To get Crunch Wrap Supremes.
Oh, then it's full circle. And then we would be like, hey, there's like a YouTube channel called iDubbbz that does the same thing. It'd be like, get out of my car.
Jerry, do you know iDubbbz? Do you know iDubbbz? He's like, you guys have to get out of my car. Is what Jerry would say.
Do you think people comment on like Jerry Seinfeld cars with coffee videos and they go like, please have Filthy Frank on? Please have my friend Cot.
I feel like that's probably a comment.
I have to be fucking dead honest with you. I had to think who Filthy Frank was because I haven't heard Filthy Frank in so fucking long that I forgot who he was.
Good.
Which I think is a good thing, honestly.
That was
Wow,
the internet comment for the Unabomber.
I love Filthy Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways. Did you guys see the King Kong versus Godzilla trailer?
They're still making movies.
Yes.
they made
Shit, I forgot about that.
They're trying to do this one.
I don't know how.
This one might come out. This one might
And
come
it
out.
looks cool,
Right.
okay?
King Kong.
I mean, it looks
COVID, so we have to shut down production for 2 weeks. Everybody has to quarantine. King Kong.
Kong has COVID.
King Kong tested positive.
That's what Tom Cruise. Have you heard the Tom Cruise video of him yelling at his cast and crew for Mission Impossible? That was actually for King Kong versus Godzilla.
You guys are being selfish. They were standing next to each other or something. Like,
Yeah, the
people are
room
fucking losing their fucking lives, and if we can do this right, then we're the baseline or whatever.
Hollywood is looking at us. Hollywood is looking at us. They're making movies because of us. And he's like,
fired?
you motherfuckers. He definitely knew either someone was recording or it's just Tom Cruise and he's a crazy person.
Wait. Who had the better freak out, Tom Cruise or Christian Bale?
Christian Bale. Christian Bale's is funnier.
It's true. It is, I think
And
so.
also, it's the context is funnier too, because it's literally he was filming fucking Terminator Salvation, and there's that
fucking understand.
it was like some fucking lighting guy or something, or some sound guy just kept like walking around on stage while he was like trying to film.
Oh my god, what?
Yeah, and Christian Bale has this whole like tirade, and he's like, "You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy."
And
That's
maybe
funny.
he was a nice guy.
He probably was a nice guy. But the Tom Cruise one is more directed at the world and King
True.
Kong and Godzilla.
And we can't
King Kong.
blame him. You know?
King Kong for catching COVID.
I mean, I will say this: it's not clickbait. Like, it does seem like King Kong will
fight
verse Godzilla. So, I mean, you're not. It's not false advertising.
Well, okay. Remember that movie by Zack Snyder called Batman versus Superman? But
Wait.
Batman didn't verse Superman until the end of the fucking movie.
Yeah, but to be fair,
For a movie called Batman versus Superman, it was a lot of bullshit and not a lot of Batman versus Superman.
it's because they're so small. So you basically Godzilla, King Kong, big.
So-
They
So
fight
statistically,
faster?
there's less chance for them to not fight each other because they each take up more room.
more
Exactly.
space compared
if-
to Batman and Superman.
Even if
Oh,
you
I
had
see.
other
Okay.
like side plots, B plots that were like kind of related but not really to King Kong versus Godzilla, King Kong and Godzilla are so big that
Mhm.
they would be fighting. Their battle would have impact the plot in some way.
Yeah, but it is. I still think it's kind of bullshit that the movie ends with like Godzilla about to kill King Kong.
Whoa,
We all-
hold
Mothra.
Whoa,
We made this
How do you know that name? How
we
do you
made
know
this
that name?
I'm gonna say it. We made this exact joke when we talked about this movie like 40 episodes ago.
Yeah. And it's still funny.
And this, I stole it. I stole it from someone else who made it. This joke has been made to death. It'll probably keep being made until after the movie is over.
That's
I'm
funny.
so glad.
Over.
Mothra. Why did
Still
you know
pretty
that
good.
name?
You know that name.
Why did you say that name?
If Millie Bobby Brown is in that movie, I'm going to kill myself.
She's in the trailers.
Who's
Fucking
Millie Bobby Brown? I always forget these people's
Oh,
names.
I'm Millie Bobby
She's
Brown. I'm
Hello,
in
Drake.
Stranger Things. I'm in Stranger Things.
Oh, hello,
boy-
my boyfriend Drake.
My
Oh,
boyfriend, my older boyfriend Drake here.
Drake, I'm legal now. Please, Drake. I love you.
I
Let's
am
have
uncomfortable
sexual
here.
relations,
What is-
Drake.
You're uncomfortable with reality?
Yeah.
How
I'm
would you
uncomfortable with
describe
Drake.
right now.
I don't know. But she's in it, and there's also another little girl character.
What?
It seems like there's a lot.
Why is there so many little girls in
Here's what-
Godzilla movies?
Here's what the problem that I had with the other Godzilla movie that came out is that there was like 34 human characters that all had different personalities and speaking lines for some reason, and I just wanted to see Godzilla fight a bunch of monsters,
Godzilla.
other Godzillas.
Yeah, well, if you
Um,
want to watch Godzilla fight some fucking cool guys like Batman or Shaquille
Shaquille
O'Neal,
O'Neal,
yeah, you can watch.
This is not the movie for you.
What the fuck is that?
the Ultimate Showdown.
Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate
This is
Destiny.
the-
Yeah,
Well, that's what
you
they're
can watch
building
that.
towards.
Yeah, just watch that. Why don't
That's
the people who created Ultimate Showdown get the funding to make a movie?
Yeah,
agree.
what's the same guy? Is it not the same guy who did Potter Puppet Pals? Isn't it like the same guy?
It's
I
Albino
wouldn't be
Black.
surprised.
Is
Or
the
is
guy?
it's the same guy who did actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf? It's
Yeah.
one of those two guys.
Well, whoever did Potter
Is that
Puppet
ironic or is that
also
true?
get
No,
money
I think that's true.
to do a live
Well,
action.
not-
movie.
Yeah, Rob Cantor did.
No. I was gonna say I think it's the guy who made Pancake Mines. I think that's
Clay World or
Clay
whatever.
World Pancake Mines.
No, I don't.
You guys aren't cultured enough, but your
I
kids
know
are
what
gonna
that
love
is. Okay. I don't know how to respond to that.
Pancake. I'm looking up these pancake mines.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
I don't
is.
think they could do a Ultimate Showdown of the Ultimate Destiny because Aaron Carter is in that, but I think his sister like molested him or something. So
So he's not allowed to be in.
I just don't think. I think it'd be hard to get him in. I think he's a bit like.
They just replace him.
But who's gonna fight? Who's gonna fight Shaquille O'Neal?
Max Landis?
Ooh.
They're putting
Okay,
Max
that's a
Lin.
good
I will
Well,
not be
'cause they
watching.
can't do it anyway because Jackie Chan's dead.
I see. So, well,
Actually,
who'd
That's
you
true.
who'd
Wait,
you
no, he's
put in the
not.
Ultimate Showdown, basically?
What?
Who'd you put in the Ultimate Showdown? Who
I
did you
put-
miss from the Ultimate
Well,
Showdown?
personally, I would put some good guys, bad guys, and explosions.
Honestly, same.
I do
No,
not want
put
to.
literally everybody in. If we have to Weekend at Bernie's their corpses, that's fine.
Is there anyone in the Ultimate Showdown who's dead? I mean, Chuck Norris is very old.
Abraham Lincoln.
Well, that obviously you'd get an actor, baby.
I think
the
people
boy.
can play a lot of. I think people can play a lot of roles. Okay, because I mean, we're gonna have Frodo, Bilbo Baggins in there. Okay, we're gonna get the dwarves
Matt,
from
you're
the
just
movie.
you're making up characters. The fans would be disappointed that you're defiling the canon of the Ultimate Showdown.
Every single Power Ranger.
This is gonna be an 8-hour long movie.
Well, you got to think. You have to have Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the
And
White
Gandalf the
and
White.
Monty Python's Holy
And the
Grail's
Holy
Black
Grail,
Knight
I think.
and Benito Mussolini
Yeah,
and the
you
Blue
need Benito
Meanie and
Mussolini.
Cowboy Curtis and John V. the Genie and then RoboCop and Terminator, Captain Kirk and Darth Vader, Lopan, Superman, and every single Power Ranger. And
Yes,
then Bill S.
yes.
Preston
We
and
need-
Theodore Logan and Spock the Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan.
we should
Also,
start
Casey, where can they find
they
it?
should just add new characters, make up characters.
Also, Mr. Rogers is dead.
They should
Yeah,
replace all the
Russian
characters.
script.
The Ultimate Showdown. It's Zootopia. Okay, there we go.
Oh no! I want to hear why Marchand thinks that Mr. Rogers being dead is a good thing. Tell me. Why don't you like Mr. Rogers?
I was talking to someone else, guys. Sorry, I
Why
was just
didn't you
listening
like-
to what Matt
oh,
said. Matt, what did you
oh.
say at the same time?
It didn't actually happen. It didn't actually happen, guys.
I can't remember. I was like,
Yeah, I was responding to Matt.
I think I was also saying Mr. Rogers is dead.
Look, guys. Hey, listen. We have to fight the election
What I
results.
meant-
but
what I
don't
meant was-
actually kill
What I
people.
meant
okay?
was good that we remembered that he's dead. Otherwise, it would be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we forget.
If we're gonna make an ultimate, if they're gonna do an Ultimate Showdown movie, maybe they just need to go and like buy like a whole bunch of fake corpses for all these people.
They're gonna deep fake him, like Luke Skywalker.
Oh my God.
They're gonna show him, have him grab Baby Yoda and swing him around
By his ankles and slam him against a wall.
I can't wait for that movie to come out on HBO Max and
Baby Yoda movie
and
is just called
theaters
Baby Yoda.
and theaters simultaneously, and then watch it on my laptop. How cinema was meant to be.
I'm not watching that movie alone, so I'm gonna wait until we can all see each other.
You mentioned Baby Yoda because he should also be in the Ultimate Showdown movie.
Everyone can go on the Ultimate Showdown.
Yeah, and then they
established
take him by the ankles. They take him by his stupid pointy ears and they slam him against a wall.
Yeah. They throw him into the
A blender.
exhaust port of the
The
Millennium Falcon.
Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
Throw him right into the Sarlacc
That's
pit.
not nice though.
Yeah, they use a speed bullet or magic bullet. What are they called?
Baby Yoda should win the Ultimate Showdown. I don't want to see him hurt though.
Yeah, he's gonna charge up his jump for 10 hours and then jump through time and space to get to the next level. Because he's trying to beat Super Mario 64.
Okay, I was like, "Where? This is something."
Without pressing the A button or whatever the fuck.
That streamer is now an Ultimate Showdown.
Every streamer.
Guys, have they done a Baby Yoda stream yet? Like they've done Rick and Morty, right?
Oh, you
They've
mean
done
like
Rick and Morty. They've
you
done
mean like
Chuck E. Cheese
Baby
doing a
Yoda?
stream.
Baby Yoda plays Dota. Or
Yeah,
something?
Baby Yoda plays Fortnite.
Oh
No, because
They've
he'd just
done
be
that
like
yet?
he'd just be going like,
He's
like he'd just be
breathing
like making
heavily.
little baby noises. That's his whole
Yeah,
character.
but
He just makes
He's really
noises.
good at Fortnite, dude. And then people will be like, oh, Baby Yoda plays Fortnite? And then a Matt Pat does a theory.
I was gonna say-
Baby Yoda in Fortnite?
I was gonna say that'd be a good game theory episode.
That'd be a
Like
great.
the-
I'd watch that game theory.
It's just the thumbnail is just like Baby Yoda with like googly eyes and then big green text and just says Fortnite with like question
I
marks.
just
on
has a
it.
big Photoshop Fortnite gun in his hand.
Dr. Fauci's secret Fortnite character?
Speaking of what I was gonna say is there's this whole thing where Warner Bros is basically going to release all their movies this year, but they're also going to simultaneously release them on HBO Max. So it's going to be like HBO Max in theaters, and directors are pissed. Christopher Nolan was like, he was quoted saying like, imagine going to bed one morning thinking your movie's going to come in theaters and then waking up and then it's coming out on the worst streaming service.
You've got a point.
Yeah,
I mean,
Christopher Nolan, how many movies has he made? Shut the fuck up, Christopher Nolan.
He's just pissed because he released Tenet and no one saw it.
It's not my fault nobody
in
watched
the
my
middle of a
movie.
pandemic.
I know. There's no way to tell if it didn't make money because of the pandemic or because no one wanted to see it because they heard it wasn't that great.
It didn't make any
Well,
sense.
that's the beauty of it. You can blame it on either one.
That's true.
People don't want to go see movies and they're disrespecting cinema.
Hey, but that's probably why he released it at that time. That's a good point.
I can't wait for every movie theater to be shut down. I can't wait.
Why?
I honestly can't wait. What a dumb... We don't need it anymore. It's like payphones. How many payphones do you see? You see very...
I enjoy going to a movie theater to watch a movie. I don't enjoy paying exorbitant amounts of money to do it. Though.
Yeah.
I love...
So I will not be broken if they
love
are
fucking in the movie theater. Okay?
Yeah.
I get off to it. I love danger edging. Okay?
I don't like...
So when I'm watching Ninja Turtles 2, Return to the Ooze.
Yeah, do not get into a hot tub with Basie.
Yeah.
I love jerking off in the movie theater. Okay?
Paddington 2 is the best orgasm you ever had.
There's no other way Basie can come, so please don't shut down the theater.
Like, have you seen that SpongeBob, one of the SpongeBob movie reviews, where they're like, why didn't you release this in the movie theaters? How am I supposed to? They're like ranting about like COVID restrictions and stuff, and they're like, I can only fucking come to SpongeBob when he's like in IMAX or something. It's like, what the fuck?
That was, that
what?
was me. I forgot that movie came out. That's probably on some sort of streaming service now.
Wait, there's another SpongeBob movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did
the
claymation one.
Or
yeah, Sponge Out of Water.
What's it called? No, that was the other one. Wasn't it?
What?
What was
No.
this one called?
Oh God, I don't know. We're not. We'll never. This will be the whole fucking episode. We won't remember what it's called. No one Google it.
It was Sponge Out of Water.
Okay, yeah, it was Sponge Out of Water.
No, that was the other
second
one.
Wait, is there a third movie?
It's
Is that
like
what you're...
Yes, the third
claymation
one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I knew it. I knew no one would know.
I didn't even know that existed.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it was supposed to come out in theaters, and it came out in like April, and then it just got pushed to streaming on somewhere.
Oh.
That's everything though. There was supposed to be.
That's what I'm saying. Get rid of movie theaters.
There was supposed to be a Mortal Kombat movie that was supposed to come out this Friday.
Directed by Uwe Boll.
And it's coming out in April, but it was literally supposed to come out this Friday, and we haven't like heard anything from it. We do know what the plot is though, and apparently they're adding there's an original character in it who's gonna be the main protagonist.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Their name is Mortal Kombat.
His name is Cole Young, and he doesn't know his heritage, but he has a mysterious tattoo in the shape of the Mortal Kombat logo.
Raiden. It's Raiden's long lost son.
The rumor is that it's Scorpion's son.
Ugh, fuck.
But it's also like
Sub-Zero's son.
But also like
I would think it's Sub-Zero's son because if you think about it, Cole Young.
Cold.
The opposite.
And he's
The opposite of Cole Young is Cole Old, which Cold. Sub-Zero.
It's renewable.
You fucking cracked it.
Old. So.
Why are they coming up with? This is why like no one liked the original the Resident Evil movies.
By Uwe Boll.
No, they're not. They were not directed by Uwe Boll.
I wish they were directed by Uwe Boll.
Uwe Boll's video game movies are way worse than Resident Evil, and people don't even like the Resident Evil. The Resident Evil movies are directed by the same guy who directed the Monster Hunter movie, which came out this year and no one saw.
Look, listen. You know that a movie is bad if it's being shown on Teletoon at night. Okay, Elektra, Resident Evil. And fucking Daredevil, okay? You know that a movie's bad if it's being played on television.
I'm just saying, the reason those movies, I mean, not the only reason those movies were so shitty, but like one of the reasons no one likes those movies is that the main character was just the director's OC. Well, actually, it was the director's wife just
for
in the
Elektra?
movie for Resident Evil.
Oh.
It was just a made up character, Alice or whatever. It's the same.
Alice in
No, she's not in the
Resident
single
Evil
game.
wasn't based off of.
No, it wasn't.
Just all of them.
It was just
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Resident Evil movie was fucking garbage.
It was just whatever games were out.
Leon, help me, Leon.
I don't think it connected to the games like at all.
Leon.
It had it was like Sun in the World, so it had like Umbrella Corp and zombies and Nemesis and Leon and like all the characters.
No, wait, did it have Leon in it?
Yeah, Leon's in one.
Wesker?
He's in one of them. Yeah. There's a whole Wesker fight.
What about what do you think about Silent Hill movies?
Those are also trash.
There was a Silent Hill movie?
There's two.
Yeah, I think there's a few.
There's two of them.
Yeah, and Pyramid Head's in it.
That's
so good.
That's epic.
So good.
That's
so
awesome.
Terrible.
Sick as
Uwe
hell.
Boll, the only video games movie Uwe Boll did, he did Blood Rain, which is terrible. And it's a game you guys apparently have never heard of. Me neither. Honestly, I just know that's a movie. I know it's based on a video game, and I know it's a movie Uwe Boll did. I think I was gonna say Rampage, but I don't think that's based on a video game. Not the Dwayne the Rock one, which is based on a video game.
I was gonna correct you there.
Yeah, Uwe Boll's Rampage is not based on a video game.
He directed House of the Dead.
Oh, true. Yeah, House of the Dead.
Yeah, that
fucking
great movie.
Listen, I like Uwe Boll. I don't like his movies. I like him.
He's a narcissistic egotist who boxed his critics. You like that?
Yeah.
You connect with that?
He boxed his critics? That's base as hell, dude. That's the sickest thing I've ever
not.
heard.
It is the pussiest shit you could ever do. He
boxing your critics.
I'd
be based. If you talk shit about me, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you too.
Oh, there you go. Okay, well, that makes sense then.
For money.
It's like he's like, you're gonna talk
for that over some
criticize my
Twitter complaining that nobody liked his movie because it couldn't have been done the way it was.
That's like,
that's what Uwe Boll does, though.
Why don't you box your fucking?
Who's the guy?
Or make a good movie.
Armand White or something.
Make a good movie.
Who reviews?
If I did, I wouldn't fight you.
Oh, he made a Far Cry movie. Oh, okay.
Oh, he did do a Far Cry movie.
Far Cry movie?
Yeah, on the first Far Cry.
Oh no.
He did. Did he do Postal? He might have done
Yeah, he did.
Postal. Okay.
A Postal movie?
Yeah.
Was the guy go around pissing on everybody? Have you seen this dog? Have you seen
There's
this man?
a monkey and a midget in the title.
Oh,
Monkey and a midget.
Yeah.
does he go to fucking George Foreman and he pisses on the grills that he's signing or whatever?
I've never played Postal.
I think that's Postal 2 though.
I know about Postal, but I've never played it. He only makes movies because it's like a German loophole. Where
because he gets a shit ton of money from Germany. Germany's like, we need more people to make movies here, so we're gonna give you a fuck ton of money to do it.
Yeah.
So he doesn't even break even. He gains profits even if nobody watches it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hell yeah, dude.
How the plot to Postal begins. So the film begins with a prologue showing Asif and Nabi, a fictional portrayal of two of the Flight 11 hijackers during the 9/11 attack, debating the number of virgins they get as a reward for carrying out the attacks. After a long debate, they decide to call Osama bin Laden.
Great movie.
Wait, isn't that the one where the kid comes into the cockpit?
Oh, maybe.
Is that movie? I don't know if that was like a joke, like YouTube video or something, but there's literally one where the two guys hijack the plane and then a stewardess comes back, comes to the front of the plane, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, well, little Billy here wanted to see the cockpit." And they're like, "Oh yeah, sure, little Billy, come here." And then he's like, "Oh wow, this is so great." And then the two hijackers are like, "Yeah, little Billy, just here, take control and fly at that building there. Just fly straight towards it, little Billy."
I doubt that's from that movie because it sounds.
That sounds like a Family Guy.
It sounds like
action.
Even though it's shitty, it's like one iota more clever than whatever the Postal one was.
Yeah.
Like, aren't Arabs hilarious? Probably can't say Arabs.
but that's basically their point.
Right.
Well, funny hijack guys.
They're so different.
Oh, they're so different than us. Look, they fly planes into the Twin Towers. They're crazy.
Anyways, the point is,
thank you, Babel.
The point is that the Mortal Kombat movie, the original one, is the best video game movie ever made.
We literally saw Detective Pikachu in theaters.
I would say
it's Sonic the Hedgehog came out last year.
I would say it's as good.
So good.
They built Goro. They made him.
What about Wreck-It Ralph? That's a good video.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
That's like saying Wreck-It Ralph counts is like saying Pixels counts.
It does count. It's a movie about video games. Therefore, it's a video game movie.
That's like saying Ready Player One counts.
Okay.
Sure,
you know what? You have a point. No, you have a point.
It's a video game movie.
No,
it's not based on a video game.
That'd be like saying Ready Player One is a superhero movie, or a Ninja Turtles movie. I think they're in it. Or
no, that's not. But the plot revolves around a video game.
It revolves around fiction and your imagination.
That's the dumbest thing I have ever heard.
What's that one movie coming out
with
the movie? Ryan Reynolds or something where he
Free Guy.
Yeah, where it's like Ready Player One, but
that was written by 4chan. So
great.
Was
when are we gonna get that porn that 4chan wrote as a movie?
It's already out.
I guess that's true, but like make it a movie, release it in theaters, so Christopher Nolan won't get all upset.
What do you mean? What porn did 4chan?
The one with the guy with the Bane mask on.
Oh yeah, that did.
Oh, I forgot that was right.
He goes, "Now this is pod racing."
No, this is pod racing.
Yes.
Great. Yeah, I came 4 times.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
I never watched it. I feel like I'm missing out.
I'm just saying, don't fucking invent made-up characters for
stop inventing made-up characters. We have enough. Okay,
we have enough.
Stop.
You know how many fucking Mortal Kombat characters are there?
Do you know how many characters we have just in general? Okay,
that's true. That's true too.
Green Gables. Okay,
they should have stopped there. As soon as they came up with fucking Milo and Otis, they should have just took a hike.
Oh, they should put the Predator and the Xenomorph in the Mortal Kombat.
Is Milo and Otis
should.
from Barnyard?
Milo and Otis are it's like that movie about a pug and a cat who go on an adventure. And it's like live action.
After Barnyard, they should have stopped making movies.
I agree. I agree.
I used to think that the most epic scene in all of cinema was when Barnyard Cow's dad fights the coyotes in the junkyard. And it plays the Johnny Cash song, and they kill him and he dies. It was like Logan. It was like beautiful.
Yeah, that was like where we come from cinema. It's like Casablanca, and then like Barnyard scene where the dad gets bit in the calf and dies, and then Logan when he spoiler alert when Logan dies at the end.
Exactly. Best movie death scenes. Sub-Zero. Scorpion.
And then Cole Young as Sub-Zero's dying, he says, "You're not my son, you're Scorpion's son." And
I deem you.
No!
I deem you Son Zero. And then he dies in his arms.
He fucking dies.
That's gonna be in the movie.
In the face.
And then it goes fatality.
He says that as he's dying.
Yeah, he goes flawless victory. And he just falls
he's
over.
Fighting Cole. Oh, he's fighting his son, and he's like, "You were my son the whole time." And he's like, "Flawless victory." And
Epic fail.
epic.
he touches.
Fail.
He puts his hand on his head and he goes, "Friendship." I hope they have Shang Tsung say friendship in the movie, because in the original one, Shang Tsung he goes finish him like for real, because he's watching all the fights.
And then they say fatality.
Yeah,
but no, they also say flawless victory, even though it wasn't a flawless victory.
Oh, I think it's like Sonya Blade fights Kano, and she gets the shit beat out of her.
Yeah, but they like fight each other, and they both get hit, and it's like flawless victory. It's like, no.
It's like, Shang Tsung, did you play the fucking game?
What are you talking about? Who wrote this script?
I just don't know if I'm ready to see the same fucking story. I guess it's not, because Cole Young is going to be there watching Liu Kang win for like the fourth time. Like, everyone knows it's like fucking watching. It's the same thing with like watching Uncle Ben die. It's like, I know fucking Scorpion, Sub-Zero's going to kill Scorpion's family, and then he's going to come back to the dead from the dead as a demon, and then kill Sub-Zero, but it was all a trick from fucking Quan Chi, because I've seen it fucking 3 times.
Then why are you complaining that they're doing something new with Cole Young?
Because that's the worst. That's way worse.
I hate change. Listen, I'll complain about things that stay the same, but when they change, it always changes for the worse. Okay? So fuck you.
Fuck
you.
That's why in the new Spider-Man movies, they get to bring back Uncle Ben so I can watch him die again.
They kill Aunt May.
I haven't seen Uncle Ben die yet. So
Uncle Die.
Uncle Die. God. That's the other thing too. They're doing that fucking Spider-Man movie where they're bringing literally there's 700 issues of Spider-Man comics, and they can't think of a single story to do. So they're like, just bring back everyone from the other movies that we made.
Yeah, and I can't wait for Spider-Man to swing his web so fast. He goes back in time so he can change the fate so Uncle Ben doesn't die. But the whole world is fucked. And then reverse Spider-Man has to come in and fight Spider-Man. And then Spider-Man gets a pull.
And then Sephiroth shows up and he's like, I need you to change the timeline.
He has the willpower to swing faster so he can change the timeline again so Uncle Ben does actually die. That's
Spider-Man. They call it Spider-Man, the SpiderPoint Paradox. Spider-Man Point.
The SpiderPoint Paradox.
Yeah, SpiderPoint Paradise. Yeah, I heard.
But then they're also doing a fucking Flash movie where every other character who's been in the DC, like Michael Keaton Batman's coming back for it. And it's like, come up with a fucking plot for like you've been making these dumb comic book movies for 10 years now. Why suddenly did you run out of stories to use? Like, bring back Tobey Maguire.
It literally exactly of what I said. They don't want to change things because comic book nerds are going to actually have fucking fits, and they're going to make YouTube videos being like, Warner Bros. Brothers is ruining DC Comics, and this is the last straw. While these 300-pound gorilla men are like, with their neck beards fucking 20 inches fucking long, you're like, oh, DC used to be good.
Those are the villains from the Flash movie.
Nipples, okay, Batman nipples was the best DC comic book movies. Now they're just not even rehashing the movies anymore. They're just being big dumb poo poo heads. It's like, what are you saying? What are you saying right now?
That's what they are doing. Yeah, no, but that's what they're doing, right? It's like, we can't come up with an idea, so we'll just bring back what people like already. And
yeah, because they don't want to break new ground because they're pussies.
I feel like fucking Kevin Feige with his ginormous head and his hat, though. I feel like he would be fine doing a Spider-Man story, but he has fucking Sony and like Amy Pascal and all these fucking Sony people that are like, like up in his office making decisions. Like, we're bringing back Venom and we're doing the Woody Harrelson Venom movie, and Kevin Feige just has to put on his ginormous 8-mile-long smile and just pretend that he's okay with all this. Be like, well, Spider-Man made a lot of money, so I guess you guys can do what you want. Meanwhile, it's like, okay, and then we're bringing back Willem Dafoe Green Goblin and Dane DeHaan Green Goblin and James Franco Green Goblin.
Why don't they just kill everybody at Sony and then take back the rights to Spider-Man?
Yeah. Why isn't like movies had a coup yet? Where someone's like gone in and just killed everyone, just shot up an entire I don't know. I'm just surprised it hasn't happened yet.
That'd be a good way to
so disgruntled over the change in the sole of Spider-Man's shoes color.
Yeah.
That they've decided to just execute all of bring a gallows outside of the Warner Bros. Office.
They're upset that they made Sonic's arms blue instead of tan. I mean, that'd be a good way to get past like copyright law if you just insurrect everyone that's involved with the possibly owning the copyright.
Exactly. It's a coup. Disney is the United States of the movie world. Okay, yeah. They institute coup d'états by putting in puppet I guess managers or whatever, CEOs, and then they buy off whatever, like they buy Fox, they buy ABC, they're gonna buy Warner Brothers and Sony, and they're gonna own Apple, and they're gonna like Tim Apple is a Disney mole,
Yeah, so don't they do like press conference? This is the first time I've ever heard anyone saying it, but it makes sense because they always have like remember showing off like the Apple clock, and he's like, look at Mickey Mouse up there.
It looked cool, Mickey Mouse. Everything. Mickey Mouse. Don't you think it's weird that everything looks like Mickey Mouse?
Whoa, what the heck?
Shit.
I'm noticing right now, I'm looking at my dildo plugged into the wall next to my mirror, and I see the hidden Mickey. Like, Disney's always trying to hide.
Wait. I saw the hidden Mickey, and I was looking at my cock walls.
Wait, hold on. Yeah. Do you just plug it into a socket? And it's like
no, it's like a plungers. It's like a suction
thing. Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, it's not like a vibrator, but like it doesn't have batteries. You have to plug it into the wall.
Yeah,
against the wall, like in a really awkward.
It has a cord to it.
So, no, it's not even a cord. It's literally just you plug it in. It's like a a night light, but it's a dildo.
It has you have to back up on it, like
exactly.
It has a rip cord like a lawnmower. And I have to fuel it with gasoline.
You have to rip cord it.
They should have us write Disney movies.
We should write.
We talk about rip cord dildos.
At least Adult Swim. We should at least be on Adult Swim. Okay, anybody can be on Adult. Have you seen the shit that's on Adult Swim?
Oh, they have fucking Rick and Morty on there.
Rick and Morty
shit.
They have this show with
actually, Rick and Morty is actually a good show.
They have this show with a scientist.
Yeah, Morty.
I don't like your Rick. Sounds like it's hurting you to do it.
Morty.
I'm drowning.
Yeah, we brought the new writers in for Rick and Morty. Their first episode they wrote, Rick drowns, and that's the whole episode. And it's like really
fucking good.
It's really
it's like 12 minutes of him drowning.
Oh my god.
it's really realistic.
It's kind of fucked up. And Morty just watches them.
They're gonna put that in the Mortal Kombat movie, the Morty Kombat.
Morty Kombat.
You can
It's
take
Mortal
that.
Kombat,
You
but
can take
Morty-
that one for free, Adult Swim. There you
but
go.
Morty also, like it's like Morty Zero and Mordian and Lou Morty and Lightning Morty because it's Raiden, but I couldn't think
It's Raiden, but it's Morty. Yeah,
But yeah, that's his name, Raiden, but it's
Morty.
Morty. Yeah. What's another Mortal Kombat character?
Havoc.
Forearm.
Mordick.
I was watching just clips from Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which is the second Mortal Kombat movie they made. It's it's amazing. There's because they introduce animalities into it.
They introduce anime.
Animalities, basically. It's where you turn into an animal.
That's
Shao
oh,
Kahn turns.
They're all furries.
Oh, it's like a fatality. I see.
Yeah, animality. Shao Kahn turns into like a giant dragon, and his head. They just literally just warp his head in like Photoshop. Although they didn't have Photoshop at the time, but it literally just looks like, you know, in Photoshop when you go to like the morph tool and you just drag people around and turn them into like a stretchy thing.
Yeah.
They
Is
literally
that
just
his dick?
they just do that with his head, and he's just like
My dick.
yelling really loud. And then Raiden becomes mortal in that movie and gets a
And then he
haircut.
does combat.
He does combat in the movie.
Yeah, after he becomes mortal.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
what the fuck.
they said the name. They said the name.
They did it. They did the thing.
What would your fatality be if you were in Mortal Kombat?
Do I have to like you want us to explain it?
How would you kill someone and it would say fatality?
I would pick up Baby Yoda and then by the ankles, and then I would beat the fucking shit out of them with Baby Yoda. I'd just wail on them until they were dead.
I don't know if they would. I mean, they would put that in the game.
It's like a 3-minute fatality. It's kind of brutal, but
mine would be I kick them back and then they're at the edge of the stage and then I do a whistle and then 4 monkeys come and they're like cool and they're like vaporwave aesthetically.
oh
shit!
shit!
They tear it apart. My opponent limb from limb,
like ravenous baboons.
And I hold a mic up to the opponent and see what they have to say, but they're just screaming because they're being torn limb from limb by chimpanzees.
That'd be cool. We should be a guest character in the next Mortal Kombat. You're right.
Yeah.
It'd be like the Ninja Turtles in Injustice where you can choose all 4 of us.
Yeah.
Like different variations. That'd be sick.
Except we're apes. We're prime apes, and we just rip limbs apart.
Yeah. How come there isn't just like a monkey character?
Yeah.
And I know there isn't.
Well,
I know every Mortal Kombat character.
Soul Calibur, a good fighting game. There's a bear character.
That's Tekken.
That's Tekken 7.
So you don't even know which one. You don't even know which game it's from.
Never mind. Soul Calibur sucks. If you play a good game like Tekken, there's a bear character.
I mean,
I agree.
I think bears know the basics of hand-to-hand combat.
I mean, there's all those guys.
Have you ever had hand-to-hand combat with a bear?
No, I've been too scared.
Exactly. So point proven. Wait,
Yeah.
I'm supporting. I don't know what I'm saying.
Have you ever had hand-to-dick combat with a bear?
That I have.
My fatality would be I make them listen to this episode of the podcast. And they're
Don't
like skeleton.
listen to this episode unless
their head explodes.
Yeah.
I feel like these fatalities would reignite the courtroom discussions on how Mortal Kombat should be banned and violent video games shouldn't be presented to children. Yeah. You watch those like the donkey videos where he's talking about Mortal Kombat, and it's like these fucking senators and lawyers and whatever were getting so fucking mad about the shittiest like graphics in the world of like Liu Kang literally just like the actor playing the character on screen doing like an uppercut, and then that character's head like just exploding into 3 giant drops of blood, like pixelated blood.
Well, those games came out before the ESRB, right?
That's
Yeah,
terrifying.
Wasn't the ESRB made specifically because
they made it for it. Yeah,
those games? It's kind of like I guess it's like reasonable. Well, it's not reasonable looking at it now, but back then they would say, "Whoa, movies have a rating. Why don't video games?"
I guess like parents just really didn't want to see skeletons come out of
Yeah, like
little
barely
characters'
any
bodies.
blood, if
Yeah.
if there is any blood. Like, come on.
The Nintendo one, remember, had the blood code where you could turn it off.
Oh, true.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was like basically what it says. Like, it was like sweat, and then you'd have to go in and turn the blood code on, and then it'd turn all the sweat into blood.
Yeah, it was steam and oil.
Yeah.
And then they gave them blood in the next movie.
From
Weird
Scorpion.
green Transformer blood. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
A Transformer fighting game.
You brought up Transformer blood. Do you remember how in the Transformers movies, sometimes they would have like oil and shit come out of them when they got punched, and then they just started changing it to like red and green goo?
Yeah,
just because like that would be cooler.
Well,
like,
because
what if
they're
they were
aliens?
What if they like killed each other and like they had red goo come out? You mean like blood?
They just had normal blood.
Well, so we sympathize with them, so we don't want to murder them.
Like Optimus Prime
Oh,
shooting.
I don't care. Those movies
people
are
in the back.
fucking U.S.
Optimus
military propaganda, dude.
Optimus
You
Prime
fucking
just
kidding me?
executing.
they
people.
literally are.
What a fucking...
Yeah, you have to. What if you want to use military shit? You have to get the permission of the U.S. military or something
Yeah.
before you can do it. So it basically has to be fucking propaganda.
It's because
in your movie,
It's propaganda because we're the good guys, we're the U.S. military, and we're with the Autobots, while those Middle Eastern dudes are with the Decepticons.
I don't think
the
that's
bad guys.
I don't think that's in any
that's
of
Transformers
the
2. Those Transformers
Really,
2.
that is.
There isn't Middle Eastern.
Oh, that
Osama,
was Egypt. That's okay. That's
They
fair.
just go to
that's,
Egypt.
That's my bad.
But that
I haven't seen that movie in a
They have to
decade.
do the same
That
thing,
would-
like with whoever the leader of the Decepticons is that they do with Osama bin Laden, though.
Yeah, they do. They dump his body in the ocean.
Yeah, so there you go.
Huh.
There you go.
Michael Bay's like, it's a parallel.
Well, in the newest one, I don't know if it's the newest one, but in the Fallen Knights or whatever,
Yeah.
the Transformer Knights one, they're like, oh yeah, Transformers have been with us throughout time. And then it shows like Bumblebee fighting Nazis.
Yeah,
Like,
I was like,
it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, anti-Nazi propaganda guys. Are you
No.
kidding me?
It goes with the thing.
Yeah, I know.
I think,
It's still stupid.
I think the Nazis had Decepticons, right? It's like,
Probably.
oh, now, all right, the Decepticons are bad guys.
What a way
But
to
having the
push out your
US
villains.
army. It's like, yeah, U.S. Army with the Autobots.
it's
U.S. Army good guys.
It's like in the first movie, it's like, well, maybe Megatron has a point, guys. Maybe he's the good guy. And then the fifth movie, yeah, they fought with Nazis. So
Yeah,
I
he
don't
was a
know.
literal Nazi.
I don't know if they're the.
well, there was
Michael
a.
Bay was like, why are people thinking that there's something good about it? It's like, no,
Yeah.
but no, make him a Nazi.
Yeah.
And then people are still like, oh, I can really relate. I can really relate to the Decepticons. It's like they were actual Nazis. Yeah, so that's just
I don't-
one part of their life. They weren't Nazis they weren't Nazis forever.
They were able to get over it, dude. So you should.
Yeah.
Yes. You should
That
too.
was 70 years ago, okay? Hey, buddy.
It happened so long ago. You should just
I
be
think
able to get over it.
The problem is that most
Like,
of the
why get rid of
Decepticons
CSAT?
are their military vehicles. So they're like, well, we can't have the military be bad guys. We can't.
They
have
can
all of them be
transform
bad
into
guys.
whatever they want. Just look at another car.
I know. Michael Bay's like, I want cars are the good guys, and unfortunately, I am gonna have to make.
And the
the
Nazi
awesome
death ray is a
military
Decepticon.
Megatron would turn into that big railgun cannon.
Oh, the railgun that needed like
Oh, awesome.
four tracks to move, and then they never even fit because waste of fucking time and
were-
resources. And that's why they lost, because they were like, maybe we should find the Holy Grail.
They were literally gonna
Like-
shoot a. They were literally gonna shoot a subspace nuke at Poland.
Yeah, like
You're
guys, we
they
need
were
to
gonna
launch this fucking stick into the air, and then it'll come down and it'll blow
Yeah.
everything. Like,
They were They
Bro,
were
we
literally
don't-
gonna leave like a fucking Acura crater in Poland.
and then it's like, hey, we ran out of money and people. Everybody's dead. It's like, what? Yeah, the Russians are in Berlin right now. It's like, how'd that happen? That's crazy.
It's a good thing we have the Spear of Longinus to
Yeah,
help us
it's-
win this
thank
war.
God we have Achilles. Like, we have what was his name? Who's the one with the bow? Matt in the Troy War, the one where they had to find the bow of
Oh, I can't remember.
I think it was Hercules. Maybe it was Hercules or something. Yeah, it's like thank God we have the foot wrap of Achilles or whatever. We have Achilles armor. Yeah, we'll put Achilles armor on Hitler and everything will be fucking good.
And
Oh, we
send
have
him
the Ark
in.
of the Covenant, guys. We're gonna use the power of God to rule the world.
But he was killed by his watch, which was an Autobot spy. If you've seen that movie, Anthony Hopkins has
Oh my
the
God.
watch that killed Hitler in like a little glass jar.
No,
That's
so
not
fake.
real. That's not
Yeah,
real.
it
That's
is.
dumb
It
as hell.
is.
That is. I forgot that it totally is.
Oh
That movie
that
my
movie was so
God.
I
fucking
hated
trash.
that movie.
That movie was so trash.
I mean, to be
The
fair, that's not a bad concept. Like having the Autobots are as like World War II guys versus Decepticons as Nazis, because it's like just good versus bad, good guy versus bad
Well,
guys.
no,
It's such
I'm
an
not-
obvious thing, but it's
yeah.
also like it's a children's like.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Also,
I guess
At the same time, it was trying to connect like Arthur's Knights of the Round Table.
Oh,
yeah, I know. No, that
That was
they've
my
been
favorite
around
part.
for a million years.
Look,
King Arthur was riding on the back of a Decepticon.
every movie.
A Decepticon
retcons
killed
the history.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln was an Autobot. Dude.
Like,
The Autobots freed the slaves. Okay.
the hat that Abraham Lincoln wore and the gun that John Wilkes Booth used were
Wait,
actually
wait.
the Autobot and
Uh,
Decepticon
Yeah,
commander.
why did they skip over that? If there were Autobots throughout history, how were there slaves? Could there even possibly were there Confederate Decepticons? And
They
how
were-
long have these people been like what? Were they
They didn't
horses?
do the Autobots and Decepticons. They didn't care about slaves. They only got involved when I don't know, some like small shit pissed them off.
Dude,
alright?
Bumblebee was obviously they show in the movie Bumblebee and Hot Rod were around in World War II, and they did
World War
nothing
II?
they did nothing to prevent Martin Luther King's
They didn't
they didn't-
prevent that.
they
Those
didn't
two
give a
could have. Those two could have literally just rolled through Auschwitz, freeing everyone. But no,
Why
they
did
have
World
to-
War II
Shit.
happen?
Bumblebee has to hang out with Haley Steinfeld.
Could
because
you
she's a
imagine-
hot
Maybe it's
teenager.
rolling
Could you fucking
Oh my God.
imagine?
Kennedy's car was a Decepticon and
Oh,
Yeah, probably, yeah. There's a picture of just fucking like there's a picture of just Megatron like chasing after the fucking car. Could you imagine how fucking tonally distasteful it would be if when Anthony Hopkins is looking at like all the framed photos of like Autobots and Decepticons in different like historical
history,
battles,
yeah.
and then there's a picture of like fucking I don't know,
JFK
like
slumped
fucking
over.
Ironhide. Ironhide is like walking with Martin Luther King and like the civil rights walk.
Oh
God.
Like that is something Michael Bay would put in.
absolutely, dude.
No, are you kidding me? Michael Bay's probably a fucking huge racist. That's why. That's why there is nothing to do with like. That's why he's like, oh yeah, they were good because they fought Nazis, and that's it. That's the
Do you
only.
guys remember?
part they
Do
show.
you guys remember when Bumblebee stood on the podium and shook Hitler's hand at the Munich Olympics?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, even Bumblebee thought Hitler was a good guy. You know,
Yeah, you know what? All those attempts on Hitler's life, he was saved by Bumblebee.
by Bumblebee, and then Bumblebee finally, he was like, "Oh, he's a bad guy."
Oh,
Yeah, the Autobots actually sent back that boat that was full of Jewish refugees.
Well, you see, the Autobots, the Autobots are actually super racist, and they're super nationalist and imperialist, and they hate the Decepticons so much. So they're like, yeah, Hitler's like, yeah, get rid of the lesser race. Yeah, Of course, that's what they were thinking. But then they're like, "Oh no, maybe that's bad thing," and also the Decepticons are on their side now. I can't do that. Now I have to kill Nazis.
Do not ask Omega Supreme what he thinks of the Irish. Do not ask. It's just a debate you do not want to have.
Ireland actually doesn't exist in
on Cybertron.
In Transformers lore is actually retconned out.
Michael Bay took it out.
England. It's England number 2 is what Ireland's called actually.
All thanks to King Arthur's.
All thanks to
King Arthur's army of Autobots.
And their dragons and shit. Yeah, their dragons went over and they fucked up Ireland, and they're like, "Well, ours now."
That's actually where they got the name Autobot. It comes from Arthur-bot.
Arthur-bot. Yeah, it comes from. It's actually Latin for "kill the Irish."
All Autobots are all Autobots have British accents.
I'm glad they're not doing those anymore.
What, Transformers movies? I thought they were doing like 7.
They're still making them.
Oh, they're doing like Bumblebee, but they're not. Michael Bay is not involved anymore.
Well, then I'm not gonna watch them.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I watch the Transformers movies to watch Michael Bay shoot Megan Fox's ass in a very sexual way. Okay, I want 2 minutes of camera pointing at a woman's ass in my Transformers movie, and if that's not happening, I don't want to watch it.
I want everyone to be sweaty. I want wide slow motion sweeping angles of just explosions and then jumping through explosions. Continue.
I want Mark Wahlberg shirtless.
I want Mark Wahlberg to crack a Bud Light off of someone's car door, even though like it was his fault that the guy had to get out of his car. Or Mark Wahlberg. That's like in the movie. Or Mark Wahlberg to wield a giant Transformers sword.
And then Mark Wahlberg being like, "You're the only one that can save us, Prime. You're all we've got."
Mark Wahlberg, the reason he would have stopped the 9/11 plane is because it was a Decepticon. It was a Decepticon.
Oh! See, I wanted to make this joke 10 minutes ago, but I thought this would be a terrible thing to say. And here we are.
It all comes full circle.
Well,
but that's only because the World Trade Centers were Autobots.
We're Autobots.
We have to stop.
This podcast is
tower, but then the King Autobot just scanned it and duplicated himself into another. So that's why they were
the King Autobot. Our king.
Oh no!
He's been assassinated.
Oh no!
And they didn't know which one was him, so they took the photo of them.
Have you guys ever seen the footage of Shia LaBeouf's fucking head exploding while sitting in Bumblebee, and then Megan Fox like jumps back to like grab his brain pieces? No one knows who shot Shia LaBeouf.
What the fuck?
Basically, where can they find us?
You can find us on I think Rumble.
You can also find us on Spotify and iTunes.
That's not a rule.
I don't know if the links are working in the YouTube videos, but if they aren't working, just
it's a link, Grandma. You don't know how to post a link?
Literally, I like copy pasted them. I'm like, I wonder if these links work, and then I clicked it, and it's like, I don't think they're working. So just Google post Unavailable in any of your platforms.
You'll find it.
Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We got lots of videos coming until we're caught up.
And then, show your friends,
then it'll be
and then we're done.
Like, comment, subscribe,
tell a friend.
Click that bell to turn on notifications.
One friend equals one like.
Yeah.
One heart. $1 donated.
Everybody who's watching this knows 100 people. So you just have to text.
I do not know 100 people.
Text 100 people.
I don't even think I could name 10 people
Unavailable.
right now.
Okay,
just
type
post Unavailable.
Okay, you get 100 people involved, then those 100 people, they each know 100 people. Okay, they get 100 people involved.
That's like what, $1 million?
So pay us $500.
Exactly.
And then if you get enough people to listen, we'll make that money, and then we'll give you some of that money. But you have to make the sales.
You can be a part of the podcast, but you have to find 100 people to be a part of the podcast. and then they
saw
have
a
to find 100 people to be a part of the podcast.
There's this podcast I listen to where they tell their audience to just lie to their friends and like say that in the podcast we just talk about like stuff that friend would be interested in.
Do that.
What podcast is
So do that to your friends. So do that to all your friends and family. Just tell them like we talk about fucking like cars or some shit.
Yeah, be like, we're a car podcast. And they're like, low-key, that's epic.
I think they're gonna watch 42 episodes and keep on thinking. Well, I'm sure the car episodes come.
No, but they'll get in there and be like, you know what? I thought this was a car podcast, but I actually ended up
stay for our charm.
Exactly. That's a good motto.
That's the goal.
Come for the cars.
That's what our Instagram bio should be.
Like we always say, and we'll end the show like how we always end the show. Come for the cars.
Come for the cars.
The left is coming for your rights.
Cars.
I wish I found leave general before.